late at night and I can't sleep. Neither can you. I can hear you tossing and turning, and I wonder what's going through your head, why you can't sleep. I don't want you to worry. I want to soothe you, to help you nod off. I often wonder what you're thinking. You're such a mystery to me. It's so fascinating. Each human is different, I know. And I have thoughts racing in my head. Sometimes I get inspired to have new ideas for my work or for my creative endeavors. And sometimes I'm just beset by anxiety and I worry about life and all its difficulties. No one ever tells you when you're growing up how life can be so hard. And I know I'm really lucky to be born in the United States, to not have to worry about where my next rent check is coming from. I know that I'm really fortunate. I have running water, which is both hot and cold. And I have 2 beautiful kitties. Of course, I have you. I don't know what my life would be like without you. You're such a wonderful, affirming presence for me. You soothe me, and you're always there for me, even if sometimes it's hard. And I hope I am the same for you. I don't know if you're better off because of me, but I like to think so. I have nightmares sometimes. I dream of catastrophic events, and I sometimes wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat, or even a hot sweat when the heat's on, and it's too hot to sleep. I wish I had peaceful dreams, but instead I dream of nuclear holocaust or my mom getting bone marrow cancer. It's really sad, actually. I don't know whether it's all my anxiety gets channeled into my dreams. I don't think I've had a peaceful dream in ages. Even when I was little, I had nightmares. I would wake up screaming in the middle of the night, except that I wasn't really awake. I was sleeping but having a nightmare at the same time. I think that's called a night terror. My parents never took me to the doctor though, so I can't be sure about it. Nowadays we'd say that's some sort of parental neglect, but they tried their hardest. They're really wonderful people. They care so much about me. They're another thing I'm really grateful for. Maybe I shouldn't call them a thing. My family, after all. And I just so grateful for all the wonderful things in my life. And that helps calm me when I'm in a kind of tumultuous state. Even though at times, like I said, it's really hard. It's hard knowing what the future holds, especially as you grow up and you see your parents aging. My grandmother right now has Alzheimer's, and I'm watching her kind of sink into this really confused and deluded state, and she's very unhappy. And I want to comfort her and tell her it's going to be okay, but I know that it isn't. And that life sometimes just sucks. But I guess it's a question of outlook. I mean, if we give her something to look forward to, we go out to lunch with her, or get her haircut, or give her a massage. Those are little things, but they can mean a lot. I don't know, and it's all about bringing joy to each other's lives. I like to hope that I bring joy to your life and to my family and friends. I care so much about people in the world and about even people I haven't met, people who suffer just because they were born in a country where there's not enough food, or the government is unstable, or there's a crisis of some kind. I mean, that was an accident of birth. They had no doing where they were born, and yet sometimes they can be so happy. I mean, if you look at statistics, I think one country in Latin America, maybe it's Costa Rica, I want to even say it's Guatemala, is the happiest per capita. And that's crazy because at least Guatemala, had a lot of violence back in the day and still has some violence and aftermath, but yet people there are so resilient and so positive. And I really think it would be great to model that kind of attitude, to live in the moment and to live for our families and for each other rather than just for kind of atomistic, selfish, successful purposes, although I'm not putting down success. In the end though, it's only our lives to live. And I see you sleeping and I wonder what kind of life you want to live. Are you living your dreams? Or is each day the same? And is that sameness a blessing or a curse? Maybe you love your life and you look in the mirror and you are so happy about how it's turned out. And you wonder how blessed you got. I hope that's the case for you. Or maybe it's not. Maybe you're secretly miserable and you wake up and you're just struggling to keep going. And that's really hard. And I guess all I can say is, baby, in that case, just take it one step at a time. And each moment that it's hard, remember that it too shall pass, and that the pain will go away even when it seems so hard. I've been there too. I have been so low where I just think it's impossible to get any more painful, both physically and mentally. And of course it is possible that things will always get worse, but there's this idea of regression to the mean, and generally if you're in a lot of pain, things tend to get better. And again, outlook matters a lot. Maybe you can be grateful even if you have a terminal illness, for the wonderful life that you've had, for the family and friends that you've had. I don't know, I don't want to be morbid, but I feel so grateful for everything life has given me, and that I feel like I've led my life to the fullest. I just hope you feel the same, and I also hope that you feel like you have so much to live for. The future is really beautiful and you can make a difference. I see you sleeping and I wonder how much of this you know and how much of this I can tell you and comfort you and just hold you and let you know that life is tough, but there's so much to live for. There's so much beauty, even when it's hard. I love you, baby. Sleep well and know that there's someone out there thinking of you, wanting to make your life better.